There it is. Join show. I will. Well, hello, Nicole. How are you this evening? We're getting ready to start the show in about 3 minutes, and Jill will be with us soon on video. And hello, Deborah, also. The show will start in just a few minutes. Anyone listening to this show in replay, there's a couple of things you can do, like fast forward past this part and get right into the show. But if you are new to Fireside, there's a couple of things you can do. You can respond with the emojis, you can clap, you can laugh, you can hit the party sound, and that'll go right through. You can also hit the react button and choose an emoji and press send. You can do that same thing, choose the emoji and type in a comment or question and press send. You can also hit the Q&A button, choose an emoji and type your comment and press send. So there's a couple of ways to do that. And then also, please share this with your friends and family and the people that don't like you. They might like the show also. So the show will start in just a few moments, and we'll be right with you. It'll be about 1 minute to start time right here from Studio 3. And that is where we do Wait With Me. And I'm the producer on that show. So you won't see me, but I will be here.
Hello, 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 and welcome to Wait With Me. I'm your host, Jill Cox Cordova, and I'm so happy that you're here. Hey, honey child, Nicole, it's nice to see you here. It's another Wednesday. I can't believe a whole week has gone by since I was last here. And I'm having one of those kind of work weeks where it just seems like I'm never going to finish the task I'm given. But I know this too shall pass, right? That's what we do. That we just keep moving and keep going and keep doing what we do. The good news is that I do like my job. It's just been one of those weeks. One of those weeks. All right, so tonight I'm going to talk about how I'm eating healthier, which means I'm eating more, not less. And it's part of my first segment that I call This is the Deal.
This is the deal. This is the deal.
Okay, so before I started this latest weight loss journey, which was I started this show in November, late November, but I actually started my newest weight loss journey about 3 weeks before that. So late October, early November. And in all the times that I've been trying to lose weight, I've always heard about, just burn more calories than you take in. And, to the people who were saying that to me, it seemed like the easiest thing in the world to do, but never to me. And in fact, I found myself eating less and less and less, and then being frustrated that the scale wasn't moving. So I was eating less and less and less, barely eating, and either the weight would just stay, not move at all, a plateau, or I somehow or another I would gain weight. And I was just so frustrated by that. And I was hungry too. Sometimes hangry, like just really upset. But with this newest journey, I actually have help from several experts. So I think I've mentioned to you all before, through my job, the insurance covers a program called Real Appeal, and it's a year-long program. And so even though it's all virtual, we get videos every week that are informative, and we also, learn different aspects of getting healthier and all about wellness. So through that, I was surprised they never restricted anything. It was all about portion control. In fact, they send us a little plate that has sections divided on the plate. This is where your protein. This is how much protein you should have. This is how much fruits and vegetables you should have. This is how much of healthy fat you should have, and this is how much grains you should have. So I learned about portion control, and not to view food as good or bad, but just food as fuel. Obviously, I want it to have, a lot of nutrients, because the more nutritious your food is, the more you can eat of it. So that's what I've been doing with the other expert, Dr. Ian Smith, and his intermittent fasting program that has boosted my metabolism in incredible ways. So now I found that it's actually hard and difficult to eat as much as I'm supposed to every day. So I'm having 3 meals a day and 2 snacks in between. And with intermittent fasting, there are times that you are to eat this, you don't want to eat your snacks like back to back to back in between the meals. So, I have to space it out. And sometimes it's really hard to eat all of that food. So he has told us, well, on your last meal or your last snack, you can make the portion a little smaller, because the last thing any medical expert would want you to do is eat when you're not hungry. And I'm drinking lots of water. So I'm here to tell you that you can eat foods that you enjoy as long as you have moderate, do it in moderation and not every day. And also, you can eat more the more nutritious your food is. So, I can eat lots of vegetables. And, like doing that is more food than if I had like a candy bar, right? That's like all my calories for a day. Although every now and then I do have a candy bar. In fact, last week, one of the meal plans that I'm on, or with the experts I'm with, they actually encouraged us to eat pizza one week, 2 slices of pizza one week, and 8 drumettes, fried drumettes, which I was just like so excited about, to the point that my husband's a wonderful cook and he made the drumettes for me, but he gave me only 5, and I was like, only 5? And he was like, do you see how big they are? So they weren't exactly like small, they weren't real true drumettes. So in the end, I found myself having difficulty even eating those 5, but I did because I didn't know when I would do it again, right? And so I'm excited that I can eat as much food as I do and still lose weight. So I just wanted to share that with you all in case you think that you have to be on a true diet and restrict yourself from everything that you love, because you don't, if you do things in moderation. And also, of course, I still work out as well. So the combination is actually working for me. And I don't even count calories anymore. I track what I eat, just to see patterns and things like that. But I don't add up calories anymore because that was just becoming too much for me. So I don't do that anymore. So that's the deal with eating more, because I'm eating healthy and I'm not eating less. In fact, I'm eating more than I ever have in my whole life, I believe. So anyway, that's the deal for that. So I'm going to move on to segment 2.
Well, Jill, you had a few more people come into the audience.
Hello.
So we have Stefan.
Hey, Stefan.
And we have Stacy, our friend Stacy.
Hey, Stacy. Nice to see you.
And we have Connie.
Hey, Connie.
And we have Denise.
Hey, Denise.
And we have our friend from Massachusetts. That's Michael.
Hey, Michael. Nice to see you.
And Mr. Waitbot that plays the music at the beginning of the show.
I knew that Woody was here, but Woody left very early on.
Yeah.
But that's always a good sign, actually. Okay.
Yes.
Well, well, thank you, audience, for being here. I know that I say this every week, but I feel the need to say it every week. And that's, your being here truly holds me accountable, and it's really helping me. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Okay, segment number 2. This is where I weigh myself.
I can do it if I put my mind to it. If I put my mind to it, I can do it.
All right, before I get up, please know that the number to beat, last week's weight was 148 even. So that's the number I want to beat tonight. I always take my measurements just before the show starts. I'm down a 1/4 inch in my waist. I'm down a 1/4 inch in my waist, and I'm down a 1/4 inch on my hips. And the one daggone thing that stays the same is my bust, but sooner or later that will be in the 30 range as well, like the other measurements. Okay, so I'm going to get up and weigh myself. Again, the number to beat is 148.
$146 and 15 ounces.
Woohoo! Okay, I lost my ears.
Wow, I believe You lost some weight. Is that correct? Is that correct, Jill?
That
Did
is
you
correct. I
lose
was
some
trying
weight?
to get myself back together here.
Yeah, we'll give
Okay,
you a
so
moment.
last week, like I said, it was 148 even. This week is 146.15. So I'm still going down. That means since I started, I told you I started my weight loss journey a little bit, about 3 weeks before I started the show. I started at 165 with that. And then when I started the show, I was at 160.6. So that's anywhere between 14 and almost 20 pounds. So I'm delighted about that. I'm very excited about that. And then in terms of inches, I know I just complained that my chest wasn't going down in size, but I'm down about an inch in total on my chest, about 4 inches in my waist, and about 4 inches in my hips. So thanks to you all, I am continuing to reduce those numbers, and I will keep going. So I'm excited by that. What did I do to get there this week? I was mindful of my eating, so except for the chicken wings, I really ate clean all week, and so all mostly natural foods, and I even cooked more. Gosh, I'm cooking more than I ever have in my whole life. I still don't like cooking, but I'm doing it because I like knowing how the food is prepared and what exactly is in it. So I'm willing to do that more and more, and even during the week, not just the weekend. I also worked out more with, you've heard me mention Get Fit with Rick. He has this 12-week plan that I'm doing right now, but I'm only on week 5. And yesterday, normally it's like a lot of fun. Like it's steps, getting steps in, and kind of dance moves and some aerobic, low impact aerobic type moves. But yesterday I was like, what is this? Because he had like the strengthening bands, and he had it like on a doorknob, and he was like pulling himself and doing rows and rowing the boat and all this other stuff, and it was like 15 minutes of strength training. So I was like, I did it because I had committed the time to be there, but I was just like, Rick, you got to switch this up, switch it back to what you do. But strength training, of course, helps you, especially women my age. Strength training helps. So it wasn't that bad. I just wasn't psyched up for it. So maybe next time. All right. Well, let's get to the third segment where I ask you to talk.
Okay, it's your turn to share.
All right. Does anyone? Whoa! I knew I was going to do that before the show was over. Does anyone have anything they want to share or say to me tonight? You can talk about things you're doing, or ideas you have, or what kind of plan you're on. You can talk about anything I've said tonight. Maybe you want to say something to me about my weight loss. I don't know. Whatever you want to talk about.
Well, in the meantime, till someone comes up, can I make a statement?
A statement, yes.
A statement that will
Statements are welcome.
keep me accountable.
Oh, keep you accountable.
Yes.
Okay.
So you have been doing the Get Fit with Rick,
Yes.
and occasionally I come in and watch with you, but I don't do the exercise.
Yes, my mother does that too, but she comes in and she does. I don't know what she's. I don't know what I don't know what she's doing, but she's doing something. So anyway, you do come in sometimes and watch.
Yes. So I'm getting settled down now that I'm not working the day job. So once and I am losing weight also, and I'm not really trying. I know that upsets you, but
It does. It's like,
but
well,
But
I'm losing weight, no effort at all.
but being that I am losing weight, I'm going to need to start building up some more muscle, because I'm older and we tend to lose muscle mass. Especially when we lose weight, we also lose muscle mass. So I know that I need to do some type or plural types of exercise. So one of the things I'm going to do is try to do Get Fit with Rick with you when you do it.
You are?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I can't say I'll do it every day. Do you do it every day? Get Fit
No,
with Rick?
well, I don't on Wednesdays because we have too many shows on Wednesday. But
Yes.
for the most part, yes. Except,
Okay.
well, on the weekends, not on Saturdays, but
Okay. Well, I may not
so
do
they're
it.
5 days a week. I usually do it.
I'll try my best. I'll try my best. But
Okay,
I'm
and
not.
you're not gonna like make fun of Rick or me?
No, I like Rick because he says
He
"woo,
does, he does, and he
woo."
tickles himself, like he gets excited himself. And then when
Yeah.
you're supposed to have like this active rest, where you're just marching in place, he's just dancing around, and because that actually he started as a dancer, so he's just fun to watch.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that, but I'm not giving a start date yet.
Oh, because I'll hold you to it. Well, what kind of
And the
accountability
audience,
partner can I be if I can't hold you to it?
you can hold me to it once I give a launch date. I haven't given a start date, but
Okay.
I will start. Probably within the next couple of weeks or so.
Okay.
So
Well, everybody, you heard it here.
you heard it here.
At some point, Tony's going to do Get Fit with Rick with me.
Absolutely.
And audience, I do plan to, I know I've said this before, but I'm closer to doing it, of booking guests. And Rick is one of the guests I want to have. So maybe you all will get a chance to work out with Rick. We'll see.
Woo!
We shall see. I'll keep you posted on that. All right. Anybody else have anything they want an accountability partner for? I'm a good accountability partner to you too. If you tell me what you would like to be held accountable for. Anybody? Everybody's good? Everybody's working it? Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll move on to segment 4.
I can do it. I can do it if I put my mind to it. If I put my mind to it, I can do it, do it, do it.
Okay, this is the segment where I tell you how I did with my goal for the week, and then I set a new goal. So last week, my goal was to just do something nice for myself. I think sometimes we all forget to put ourselves on our to-do list and to be kind to ourselves. Like, we're so much harder on ourselves than we are on other people. So I wanted to change that for myself. So I did 2 things that I found that were just nice things for me. One, I ordered some more athletic attire, which I'm very excited about because since I'm getting smaller, I can order smaller sizes. So I'm excited about that. So I did that. And Stefan, I know that you won't think that this is something doing something nice for yourself, but I also read for pleasure at night instead of reading for work, which is what I've been doing for years now, is just reading for work. But I've made a point at night before I go to sleep. And in fact, it actually helps me go to sleep. Is to read a chapter in a book that I want to read. That's I'm just purely reading for pleasure. So that was something nice that I will continue to do for myself. So I encourage you, if you don't have yourself on your to-do list, I encourage you to put yourself not only on your list, but at the top. It's not selfish at all. It's taking care of you. Self-care is very important. Self-care can involve, like bubble baths and things like that. But that's not really what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just taking care of yourself. Because I'm sure your loved ones want you to be around for a long time. And I'm sure your loved ones rely on you. And you can still do that, but after you take care of yourself. So put yourself on your list and at the top. That's my word of advice for the week.
Wow, that's great advice, Jill. And also, Stacy had to go, but she said congratulations, but she had to go to work.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad that she stayed as long as she could. So I appreciate that. Stacy's good people. Really like her. Okay. Any other comments that I missed?
No, that's it. Not a lot of comments tonight.
Okay, not a problem. All right. Well, I'm going to, I guess, end the show a little bit early, but that's a good thing because we have, I know that you all have noticed from being on the app, but there's a lot of great content on Fireside. I always have to promote my boy Stefan though. He has a show coming up at the top of the hour, and he's going to talk about last night's State of the Union address. And of course, it's still Black History Month. So for Black History Month, he's talking about Frederick Douglass as well. So make sure you tune in for that. In terms of me, next week, this show, I'm going to talk about need it, more sleep, because there is a direct link between sleep and weight loss. So we're going to talk about that. And then tonight, in about an hour, Tony and I have a show together. I'm right. And we'll be talking, we'll be reminding everyone that everyone has a past. So, it's sometimes people bring that past into the present. So we're going to talk about that. All right. The music you're listening to right now is called Sun Zalk International, and it was also my intro music. The music you heard during the segments is called Real Cool Sunglasses by That Core Beat. I want to thank Tony, my producer, and my husband. Hey, thank you. And I want to thank all of you all. I always have to thank you because you truly hold me accountable, and I'm appreciative of that. Oh, I forgot to tell you what my goal is for next week. My goal for next week is to finalize plans to have a forum, like a private community for us as well for this show, so that if you want to, it's kind of like Facebook, but it won't be on Facebook, where you can post things and we can share things and talk privately. So I hope to have that finished by next week's show. So thank you everybody for joining. I'll see you next week or in an hour or in Stefan's show. Talk to you later. Bye.